person.
Okay.
The lady who's the vice president with Alabama Power, Bobby Knight, she, I think very highly of her, and they're very competent individual. So each of them has got one person I recognize on it. It's just that from the proposals, particularly the one that's for 1,500 or whatever, I just plain can't tell exactly what it is they're saying they'll do for that price.
He did put it on here. He did list some of the things that.
Yeah, they're just not very specific.
Okay. One thing I wanted to add to the proposals was forming a committee. The council, the chamber, and the CDA. Daryl and I, we talked about incorporating the services of those three entities, and also including our services along with whoever we hire to go along with putting on the event. So
You come up with the dates yet, Bobby Joe?
that will be after we vote to whoever we're going to go with.
Okay.
And the second, I can't remember the name, but they want half up front and then half. Is that what I remember reading?
Yeah, relax, it's
Relax, it's
handled.
handled.
Yeah,
6,000
relax,
up
it's
front and 6,000 later
Okay,
for
that's what
a
I
total of
thought.
12.
Okay.
And it does say something about some additional expenses in their proposal.
Okay.
It does. You get a copy?
Yeah, I got it, but I haven't got it with me.
Okay. All right, any questions? What we can do, we can, kind of ask both of the gentlemen to come in once you read the proposal and see if you have any questions.
And give us an action list of what they propose to do and how they
Well,
intend on it.
They did state what they propose to do, but if you want a more in-depth discussion with the two gentlemen who submitted these proposals, that'd be fine. Plus, their numbers on here also, just in case anybody wants to call. Yeah. All right, any other questions? If not, John is not here, he said, update on Beacon. Mayor, as far as the, not the mayor, James, you got an update on the bid on Beacon?
Yes, we opened the bids this morning. We had 2 bids, one from Ram Technology and the second one was from Slade Environmental Technologies. And Slade came in with the lowest bid at $49,950, and Ram came in with a bid around $60,000. Therefore, Slade is the lowest responsible bidder, and William has tried to contact them as of today to inform them that they are the lowest bidder. So once he contacts them, I think John wants to put it on the council meeting for the 16th for the council to vote on it. And then once it's voted on, they will be ready to start work on the park after they have obtained their business licenses and submitted their certificate of insurance.
And just, I know we've got somebody doing the playground. Exactly what are these folks doing, just to refresh my memory?
They're doing the renovations. I think they're doing
The wall.
Yeah, the wall, and they're doing more of the construction.
Yes.
Like a wall
The infrastructure.
Okay.
The infrastructure. The wall is falling, so they're gonna rebuild that. Public Works is gonna do the drain.
Anything with the bathrooms or?
No,
I don't think this is
no.
part of that phase. It's about 2 or 3 different phases, but this one is just, I think, to
The
do
playground,
do
get the playground ready.
Okay, well, I'm sure it'll be in their proposal when we see it to vote on, no problem.
Yes.
Okay, they're not doing any other, no trees, no excavating on the hill or anything?
No,
like
they're
that?
just doing construction. Yeah, just doing construction.
Alright. We don't have that proposal yet as far as what they're doing.
Yes, because it was in the RFP. They had to address what they were gonna do in the RFP. I just don't have a copy of the RFP. I let William take them with him because he needed to take the information with him and vet it first to make sure that it met the requirements of what they put out in the RFP. So he has stated that it has met those requirements. I'll see if he can send me a copy, and if he send me a copy, I'll email everybody a copy so that you will have a copy. You can, if you want a copy of both of them, I can send you both of them, or if you just want
Just the
the
low
one
bid.
that the lowest bidder.
That's
can-
all I need.
Okay, I'll send you all a copy of the lowest
Because I
bidders.
just need to know what's included in it. Who's William?
William Johnson,
William
he's our
Johnson.
landscape architect.
Oh, okay.
The guy who worked on the streetscape.
I didn't know if there was an
Yes.
employee I didn't know.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
No.
I know who you're talking about when you said Johnson.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Any
That's all.
questions?
Yeah.
If not, we'll talk about the sidewalk project. We have Precision Concrete come in. I spoke with Joseph today, but Don, I think you may wanna kind of give us an update on the assessment for the sidewalk project that we talked about. Does everyone remember Joseph that came in from Precision
With the
Concrete?
saw technique. The one who was
Oh,
gonna saw.
wrong
the-
sidewalk. I got so many projects going, I can't keep them all
Yeah, 'cause you gotta come at
straight.
the last council meeting.
He came to last council meeting.
Yeah.
Did you talk about a saw?
Yeah, he was talking about how if they're out of line, they saw down an edge.
Oh, yeah, he did. He did.
Are you talking
And that's
about
better
Aldott,
than
or are you
replacing
talking
the
about
concrete.
That's right. No, Precision.
Precision?
Precision Concrete, the guy with the saw.
The guy that was at
That
the
was-
last, meeting.
He has sent me
WorkSession.
a, visual, of the area down here. Unfortunately, I have been so busy, I have not got back with him. We talked, and then he said he would call me, and he didn't call me on that Monday, but he's on my voicemail today. And I just haven't had time to return his call. I will.
You talking about Joseph?
Joseph.
Well, let me give you an update. I thought y'all got a little bit more in depth as far as what
Oh,
was
good,
going
I'm
on.
glad you got an update.
His company has been driving around the city as of yesterday, today, and I think he's gonna even be here tomorrow.
Well,
And
good,
he
that's
stated
probably
he
you
was
got
gonna
him
get in
on.
contact with you
Okay,
because most of the work or the repair work is to be done in your district. Plus, he's supposed to look at some other areas
okay, good.
that needs repair. So hopefully, we'll get a copy of his assessment sometime next week, stating what needs to be done in the city. So
Okay,
as far as sidewalks are concerned, just to let y'all know.
okay.
He's obviously been out
Sidewalks.
earlier last week, because I noticed on the sidewalks and stuff out there's a lot of blue paint with the numbers on it. I think it's measurements and stuff of the degree of sidewalk displacement. I noticed those probably Wednesday of last week.
Okay. He said he'll give you a call
Thank you,
tomorrow.
I appreciate
Yeah.
it.
So,
And I don't usually, I usually answer my calls pretty immediately, but today it's just been crazy.
yeah. So, anyone has any questions on that?
But can I just
Go
say
ahead.
one thing?
Yeah. Mhm.
All right, y'all, just hold a good prayer and a good thought. We're meeting with Aldott tomorrow about our sidewalk grant that's gonna run from the ballpark, Monticello, Montevallo Road. Hope and pray that they accept the engineer's drawings and we can move it on to Montgomery.
For the fourth time, huh? Yeah.
For the
We've
Let's
been
sidewalk
just,
working on
down
that
here.
for
let's
6
just
years.
pray, Lord, please, let's not make it a fifth.
For the, which one again? The sidewalk that we,
The grant that we got.
The one that started out
About 2
being from
years
the
ago.
federal government.
About 6 years ago.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's been a long
That we
time,
lost
it's
money
been a
on
long
back
time
then.
coming. It's
Yeah,
been a
lose
long
money
We've
on
already
time
done
coming.
3 engineering drawings for them, and they've accepted them, and then it sits, and they say, come back and say, gotta do another one.
Well,
And they
I
lost
agree
their
with
money.
Donna.
Didn't
they
That's what we
lost
voted to
money?
accept, so
Yeah.
let's hope they do.
We've
Listen,
already done
well,
it 3
let me
paid for
say
it 3
this.
times. We could've put them in ourselves.
Sitting right here at this table, the engineers looked at the people from Aldott straight in the face and said, please, tell us everything and anything that you want. Please tell us the problems you have, because we want to do it right the first time. And I went, yes! So we'll see. We'll know in a few days, I guess. you know, if they're gonna.
Hopefully.
Oh, no, hopefully. And maybe we'll, before I die, we'll see construction begin.
Can I mention one thing very briefly?
Y-
No, it's not an item, I just wanted to make a quick, I just wanted to mention Elisa Burlinson, director of the senior center, her mother passed away. So I just wanted everybody to know, yes, now, she was ill, she was on up in years, and she had gone to hospice on hospice for a week or two, so it was not unexpected, but, you know, I just wanted everybody to know
I
that.
appreciate that. That's-
There are no definite arrangements, but since her other sister's got to fly in from Arizona, we don't expect there'll be a funeral or viewing before, say, Thursday.
She died
the
yesterday.
earliest.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but
I
I
don't think
I
you're
just
ever
wanted everybody to know because
prepared.
we
I
have
just
got
don't.
everybody in here.
Yeah, okay. Okay, thank you for telling us that. I just saw her earlier
Sorry to
too.
hear that. Yeah,
Okay.
Is that him on the sidewalk?
That's it on the side, but y'all, thumbs up now, thumbs up. That will be such an improvement, such a great asset to the community over there. And at the ballpark, yes,
We did, you went through a lot for that.
yes,
I remember that.
a lot of work. Yeah, but it's, you know, it's gonna be worth it, I'm telling you, it's gonna be worth it.
Okay. All right, so hopefully we'll get that assessment back, like I said again. Let's go back to one of the earlier items on the, agenda, the tank maintenance agreement. Where do we stand on that? We rescinded the,
Cancellation notices.
cancellation of the other one.
They
We'll
have
send
received
an
them.
RFP.
Yeah, they've received them, and I think the next scheduled maintenance will be August. So an RFP needs to go out within the next couple of weeks. So that-
RFP needs to go out, you say?
Mhm.
I thought we sent that out.
Mm-hmm, and two.
No, we did not send out an RFP. First of all, you had to rescind the contract before you could send out an RFP.
We did, didn't we? Yeah, we did.
Meeting before last.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is, you had to rescind it, which you all did by resolution. Then you had to send a certified letter to the company to let them know that it was rescinded.
Okay.
Brandon and Rob asked me if I would wait till they got it and said that they received it. And once they got it and received it, now we can put out an RFP for somebody to do the maintenance. Now, Grant did that when he was here, but there's no Grant. So that's where we are. with
So
the
who's gonna
RFP.
send it out? Are you gonna send it out?
I guess so, since there's nobody else here.
We
to
got a
do it.
copy of the last
We
one.
got a copy of the other one, so we just got
We should be able to just tinker with that a little.
Well, we're
bit.
gonna shoot for Sunday's newspaper to go
Okay.
ahead and put it in there for Sunday's newspaper. Brandon and the law firm wrote it, so they don't have to go through it. We just need to adjust
Okay.
some dates and whatever. So hopefully by July, we'll have
All right.
you all an answer back.
I guess I'm missing something. Was anyone here at the last meeting? Did we talk about this at the last meeting? The
I just
RFP?
remember in a council meeting,
We talked about it?
we talked about we'd need to send one out after we rescind it.
Mhm.
But then if the attorneys had to
Do you
wait for the,
Don't call.
I mean, I was at the last work section. The last work session, I was here, but there was not anything that was decided as an action item at that work
Yeah.
session that said what was supposed to be the next step to take place. Now, y'all may have talked about it, but it wasn't anything that was decided
I
on
don't,
as an
I
action
think
item.
we made the assumption one would automatically go out after we
Yeah, me
rescinded
too.
because
I
we
made that
mentioned
assumption
it
that that
in the
would just
council
be-
meeting.
yes.
And we talked about the next step would be one. We
Yes.
just didn't know there was a delay till he got the certified letter that the attorneys,
Mhm.
you explained it perfectly acceptably.
Okay.
We just didn't know about that extra delay.
Right.
So, just for clarification, when will it go out again?
Oh,
Yeah.
the water.
When will you
Um,
send it?
We will post it in the newspaper Sunday,
This Sunday?
this Sunday, which is 15th.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And they'll probably have 30 days to respond. So that'll put that coming back in the middle of July. So you still have time to be able to make your decision before the next scheduled maintenance, which is
August.
sometime in August.
Okay, so I guess what I need to ask is, when we have a procedure to go, like, okay, like Craig said, we rescinded it in the council meeting, and we just assumed that, I just assumed you, but I didn't know that Grant had done it in the past, would send out an RFP immediately. But you had to send it to the, which
Well, we had already had
very
the-
logical.
Yeah, we'd already had the discussion. Now, Brandy, you can correct me if I'm wrong. I keep saying the same thing. I hadn't heard you say anything. So I don't want it to make it seem like I'm making something up on the fly. But because I keep getting asked the same thing over and over again. Now, did we not, or did we have a discussion that we would send them the letter to cancel the contract, and we would wait a period of time after we've sent them that cancellation notice, and then we would put out their RFP?
Yeah, we wanted to make sure they got the letter.
Okay.
And we didn't want to just send it out and then they didn't get it. And then we've already sent it out and then they come back later saying, well, you never notified us.
And that didn't give me a problem, we just didn't know that's what was being waited on.
Right.
Well,
We didn't know that's
Before
what
we
caused
sent the
delay.
resolution, I don't know if y'all remembered, but each counselor had to sign the resolution
Mm-hmm.
before the resolution was
Mhm.
sent to them.
Yeah, because you were catching us at a work
That's
session or
right.
some kind of
Mhm.
committee
Mhm.
meeting to
And
get us
we
to
were
sign
signing
it.
Okay.
So,
Let's go back a little bit further, to discuss the, council procedures. As everyone know, I said it earlier, we're operating under old procedures. We've been going through this since, how long, Brandon?
18
How long
months.
we been talking about? I guess
Several- several.
James has mentioned it several times to us, so I'm not gonna go through each item, I'm not gonna read it verbatim. But as far as the pre-council meetings, well, let's go back a little bit further. Date and time and place, pre-council and regular meetings, that didn't change, nothing changed on that. Note, other than, we changed the 6:30 back to 6 o'clock.
We did, okay. All right.
Or are you talking about 6:30?
Section 2 of date, time, and place of pre-council and regular meetings.
All right, well, we got 6:30 in this latest one that
Blue,
Randy
yeah.
gave me, so change it to 6.
So it's 6?
I left the originals in there. It's,
Well, you scratched through it.
yeah, I didn't take it out
All right, so
completely.
this pre-council is 6 o'clock. Make that change here, okay.
And let me
Alright.
say this because I received plenty of comments, well, not plenty, I received comments from council members. I received comments from, a discussion I had with the city attorney, that pre-council meetings are not required by law.
That's correct.
So, therefore, it was
They-
suggested to me to change it to 6:30.
Well,
So, just to let you know.
we, yeah.
All right. So, we'll change it back to 6 o'clock.
6 o'clock.
Yep. Pre-council meetings, most of the verbiage here, states, was the mayor, had the mayor in it, but since we are under a new form of government, has been changed to the presiding officer. At the pre-council meetings, of course, public in attendance will be permitted to ask one question.
Now, they will be permitted to ask
At the
questions.
discretion of the presiding officer. Yes. With time permitted. Be limited to 2 minutes. And will be answered by the mayor, council member, committee chair, whomever.
Well, will you let the public ask questions about Cause you haven't been doing that in the past.
I have been doing that. At the discretion